we need to align those two pieces, because one is the academic context is the product of an institution.
Mhm.
The enrollment piece is not the product, right? It's more about how you market an institution and shape the student experience. So I'd say that, and then I would say that the other part of defining enrollment management is that, yes, it is a set of core business functions, undoubtedly, but it's not just a business model, right? It ought to be about shaping the student experience, working on the progression of students all the way throughout from first inquiry to completion. If it's not about students, if it's not student centered, it's probably going to fail. What's the litmus test of that? What is the college or university president asking their chief enrollment officer every time they see them? How are the numbers?
Okay. Yeah.
There are people underneath those numbers, right?
Right.
So if you don't focus on that part of it, the numbers aren't going to play out. That's a byproduct of focusing on the people the right way, right? And creating that student experience that matters, that people will want to be a part of.
Mhm.
Last thing I'll say about the definition is it needs to be data informed. And that means a lot of different things: external data, internal data, performance data, which I'll talk a little bit more about a little bit later in this podcast. It cannot just be about solving problems for this fall or next spring or next fall. It has to be forward thinking, long term, at least 3 to 5 years out, right? What do you want to be 5 years from now as an institution from an enrollment perspective, right? You ought to be able to define that.